everyone, welcome to Make English Yours. Today, in just 4 simple steps, we're going to learn how to correctly say the time in English language. But before we go into all those details, please follow our YouTube channel and don't forget to follow us on our other social media handles on Facebook and Instagram. We are Make English Yours. So, look at the clock on the board. What's the time? As I said earlier, we're going to learn how to correctly tell the time in just 4 simple steps. Step 1, identify the clock hands. Basically, there are just 3 hands on the clock. You have the minute hand, the hour hand, and the second hand. Step 2, divide your clock into 2 equal parts. That's very easy. Don't worry, you're going to see how we do it. Now, on that part of the clock, following the direction of the arrows in a clockwise direction, on that other part of the clock, you have the minutes past. So, every minute that is going to be on that part of the clock will be past. And on this part of the clock, every minute that is going to be on this side will be 2. Easy. Now we move on to step 3. Practice. Well, of course, practice makes perfect. Read the minutes before the hours. Now, this method requires you to tell the time in an analog method, where you read the minutes before the hours. So, look at the clock. What's the time? The time is 5 minutes past 4, or just simply 5 past 4. So you read the minutes before the hours. You're using the analog method. Read the hours before the minutes. In this one, you're using the digital method. It's quite simple. I think everyone prefers this method. Look at the clock. What's the time? The time is 1:25. Now here you don't say 1 past 25. You just read the numbers. 1:25. Digital method. Either ways, you're correct. But most people prefer to use the digital method because it's quite easy. It's very simple to read. For example, the time is 1:58. It's quite simple than saying the time is 2:22. Sounds a little bit weird, but it's correct. But either ways, you're correct. Easy, right? Now, there's something else you need to take into consideration. How do you read 15 minutes on your clock? Very important. 15 minutes on this side of the clock will be past. Remember, when we divided our clock into 2 equal parts, we said this side is past and the other 2. So 15 minutes on this side of your clock is past. So you have 15 minutes past or a quarter past, and on that other side of your clock you have 15 minutes to or a quarter to. Easy. One other thing you should take into consideration is how to read 30 minutes on your clock. It's quite simple. Before we go to that, let's practice. So, what's the time? The time is 15 to 1 or a quarter to 1. Clock number 2. What's the time? The time is a quarter past 1 or 15 minutes past 1. Very easy. Now, let's look at how to say 30 minutes on your clock. You can either say the time is 11:30, just like the digital method. 11:30, not 11 past 30. 11:30. Or you can say half past 11. Half past 11. I think that's quite easy. Okay guys, we're done telling the time in just 4 simple steps. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel Make English Yours, and follow us on our other social media handles on Facebook and Instagram. We are Make English Yours. Bye bye.